Guys, what is going on? It's Chris Colgan, your favorite DC, Northern Virginia real estate agent with the latest housing numbers for the local market insight data. Just came out from Bright MLS for December 2022, and I have been really interested to see these numbers, to see how our market is doing, but definitely click that subscribe button, please. If you are thinking about buying a home in DC, Northern Virginia area, shoot me a message at the number below. Shoot me a text anytime, email me. Most of my buyers come from YouTube, and most of my sellers as well. They watch my YouTube channel and they hit me up and work with me and my team, so I appreciate it. So let's get into these data. As I'm sure you see everywhere on YouTube, there's nothing but bad news. The media makes things sound like they're really terrible. Are they as bad as they are? The data that I'm about to go over is right from the MLS. So let's get right into the data. And one thing I will say that before I get going is keep in mind, the rates have leveled off. They're not expected to go up anymore, and they're expected to stay about unchanged right now. And those have obviously had the biggest impact. So right off, let's start with Alexandria, the market of Alexandria City. New listings, now one thing, there was only 86 new listings in December. New listings year over year are down 33%. It's not a lot of people, but new pendings are down year over year 39%. So new houses going under contract are down 39%. And then the one thing that really shocked me was new closed sales down 45%. I will tell you, November and October were probably one of the worst times I had seen in the market a long time, but the shock seems to have worn off in the marketplace. Getting into your medium sold price, the one thing that really surprised me, Alexandria, the prices are up 8%. So the prices are still rising. As you look at these closed sales have come down, but there's not a lot of inventory. We just don't have a lot of inventory. Active listings were at 169, which is about our 5-year average, but average days on market are sitting at 32, which doesn't surprise me. You've heard me say many times on this channel that condos take a lot longer to sell. Arlington and Alexandria certainly have a huge condo market. But one thing that really did surprise me, the average sold to list price is 96.4%. Most people are not getting the price they are asking in the Alexandria area. Now let's take a look at Arlington. All right, so taking a look at Arlington, one of the most popular markets in the United States. Certainly though, the high end of Arlington got a little out of control. You can see 83 new listings, down 50%. Not a lot of people listing in Arlington. New pendings are down 45%. Closed sales down over 50%, which some places like in Austin, Texas have seen a huge thing, almost hit a 60%, but we're about 50% down there with 140. But one thing that really shocked me, look at the medium sold price, went way down in Arlington, down 20% year over year. Here's what I think. I think that might be a little bit skewed. I don't think this is as bad as it is. What I think is a lot of those multi-million-dollar tear-down homes are not selling as much. A lot of the new construction builders are giving a lot of deals and things like that. So that's what I think. But yeah, prices have come down significantly in Arlington. So if you're looking for a good deal, Arlington would be a good market. And then the active listings are at 246, but they're still below the 5-year average of 253. Average days on market in Arlington, 44, which is the max it's been in a long time, with your 5-year average of 35. So houses in Arlington are taking a lot longer to sell. But then the average house is only sold for about 95% of list price. So people are getting some good deals. What does that mean? Buyers are getting closing cost concessions. They're doing the 2-1 buy down. Like I talked about before, your first year, we can get you a 3 to 4% interest rate, and we can get the seller to pay for that for your first year. The next year it goes up to a 4 to 5% interest rate. So we're seeing a lot of people do that, but Arlington is definitely struggling. There's no way to sugarcoat that. Look at the drop they had in sales. So a lot of the high-end stuff is not selling. I would say December was probably one of the lowest closed sales I have seen in my 20-year career, as far as October, November just being one of the tougher times. But we're seeing a lot more inventory come on and a lot more buyers starting to do it as the interest rate kind of like where they have worn off. Now, one market I'm really interested to look at is Washington, D.C. So let's take a look at Washington, D.C. So over in D.C., what you have going on here is 500 new listings down 18%, new pendings 402 down 35%, closed sales 432 down 50%. So DC's market is kind of struggling. Medium sold price 625 down 6%. So prices in DC have come down And you can see last year they were kind of at their peak. And then what I've said many times, June of this past June, 2022 was one of the peak times of the market. That's when the rates, buyers had locked in at that cheaper rate. So prices have come down in DC. 1,500 active listings, which is the highest we've seen in a while. And you know, the 5-year average was 1,300. So there's a lot of property for sale in DC. Average days on market, 41 days. The 5-year average was 34 days. And the houses are selling for 95.8% of asking price, which is, you know, the 5-year average was about 97%. Last year it was 98%. Again, huge condo market, a lot of people moving out. They had you know, DC got hit pretty hard during the COVID times with people moving out to the suburbs, working remotely. So the DC market kind of struggling as well. Great time to get a deal in DC if you're thinking about buying. If you're thinking about selling, definitely message me as well, because we can walk you through. We have an agent in DC that on our team, and we can have her walk you through the home selling process. Let's get into some of the suburbs of Northern Virginia and see how they're doing. Starting out in Fairfax, the biggest county in Virginia, over 1 million people. New listings down 30%, new pendings down 34% to 570, closed sales down 43%, 765. Interesting thing though, still a healthy market in Fairfax. Prices are up 2.5%. The medium sold price, again, going back, you look at May and June, that was about the peak, even during through 2020 of the average prices and the closed sales. So look at, you can see, look at the difference between when COVID started to now, how much the closed sales done. That was when the government was punting in a bunch of money. Active listings are at 880, but the 5-year average is 1,000. So they're at Fairfax actually has less houses on the market than it did, you know, during the average time it's had. So it's a healthy market there. Average days on market 30, which is pretty good. Their max was 42, and so they're at their 5-year average. So they're about a better than average market. And then 96.9% average sold price. 5-year average was 98%. So you are seeing some sellers in Fairfax even make some concessions. But Fairfax, you know, strong market last year. Year to date, though, it's 100%. So people were getting what they've been asking. Their lowest of active listings was 2021 at 617. That's when we were seeing a lot of people overpaying and doing some crazy things and getting rid of all the inspections and all that. All that stuff is back. So if you're a buyer, you can get inspections, you can get closing costs paid and everything. Let's take a look. What am I talking about? Take a look at some other areas. Here, let's get into Loudoun County. All right, so getting into Loudoun County, which is obviously one of the more popular counties in the country. New listings down 40%, new pending sales down 30%, closed sales down 40%, and the medium sold price is down 1%. So prices have leveled off. And Loudoun County, they're probably, that's probably gonna be the same for the next 2 or 3 years. Active listings are sitting at 357 with a 5-year average of 431. So last homes are on the market, not a lot of houses for sale in Loudoun County. And that's why you're not seeing a huge price drop. There's just not a lot for sale out there. Average days on market, 30 days, and then 27 was the 5-year average. Now keep in mind, folks, if there's a lot of new construction stuff is taking a lot longer to sell, and that's gonna sway some of these days on market and add them up to it. Average sold price, 97%. 5-year average, 99%. So Loudoun, you know, just struggling a little bit, still a great market, but anyways, you know, the prices are down 1% year over year. National average is about 3 to 4% increase. So Loudoun, you know, prices have come down a little bit. Let's check out Prince William County. So getting into Prince William County, again, there wasn't a lot of new construction going on here during the COVID times, but new listings down 28%. New pendings is down 300, and there's 324, down 23%. And closed sales down 46%. Medium sold price up 2.5%. So prices in Prince William County are actually still on the rise, probably because it's one of the more affordable places in Northern Virginia. So they're up 2.5%. 5-year average was 411,700 for December. Active listings 399, below the 5-year average. So not a lot for sale. Average days on market 30 days. So the average days on market to sell in Prince William 30 days. And then average sold to list price 97.3. So out of the ones we've gone through, Prince William is definitely the more stronger one. I'm gonna just show you guys, just for data, Stafford and Fauquier. I know they're not in Northern Virginia technically, but they're kind of like outlying, which some buyers will go look as well. So getting into Stafford County, which has honestly been one of the more stronger markets because there's been a little bit more deals there. 82 new listings came on the market, down 60% to low inventory. New pendings down 37%, 121, and then closed sales down 37%. But here's the shocking thing. Prices in Stafford County are up 10%. So Stafford is still a really strong market. And you see, even during this downturn, Stafford stayed consistently strong. Active listings, 224. The 5-year average, 299. Very low inventory in Stafford. Average days on market, 35. And then the average house is sold for 97% of ask price. So Stafford, honestly, one of the stronger markets in the Virginia area. I think probably because of that 95 location. And there's just a lot better deals on the housings. And let's check out the final one that I'll show you guys would be Fauquier County. And looking into Fauquier County, new listings 57, new pendings 46. This is a smaller county. Closed sales 48, down 60%. So Fauquier's had a lot less activity. But look at this. We probably, you know, the sales prices are down 15% year over year. Fauquier gets a little skewed because you will see some huge, you know, multi-million-dollar farm properties sell. But if you look at this chart, look how some of the prices have just gradually gone down out in Fauquier. I think Fauquier was known for being like a really good deal, and that hasn't happened. So if you're buying right now, I can definitely help you get a good deal there. You just gotta have an agent that knows that marketplace. Active listings, 143, at 5-year average was 187. Average days on market, 33, with a 5-year average of 44, and then the average house was sold for 97.4% of list price. So there you go, folks. The market is not completely tanking or anything. It's crazy to me how it definitely shifts from area to area and county to county, with Prince William and Stafford definitely being the stronger ones. So I want to know in the comments below what you guys think. If you have any real estate related questions, shoot me a text. As always, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you at the top or from the top. Thanks.